Well, hello, Watermark family. It is great to be with you. I'm here with Trevor, and soon you'll hear from Rosario. And we've got some great news and another opportunity that we're trying to launch as a church. Through our Be the Church campaign already, we've given away, catch these numbers, over 300 bags of groceries to families in need, over 600 meals to first responders, to families in need, to people in our community who could really use them. We've really tried to reach out to our community in some significant ways, and thank you for being a part of that every step of the way so far.
Yeah, and over the time we've been having people ask, is there a way that we can donate specifically to the Be the Church initiative? And so now if you go to that, watermarkwesleyan.com/bethechurch, you will see a donate here button, and you can click on that, and anything that you donate will go directly to the initiatives that we are going to be focusing on.
Yeah, one of them is called Feed Buffalo. It's a partnership with us and other churches in the area and 8 Days of Hope. And what we're gonna do, and Trev and I have been working on this with others, it's really exciting. We're gonna provide 1,000 families with 1 week's worth of groceries. It's an incredible project where it's already happening. The food's being ordered, it's being sorted this week, and next week these groceries are going to be delivered. But this is the exciting thing about it. We're partnering with all kinds of churches in the city where local pastors are coming to pick up the food and then deliver it to their congregants who are really in need. So we're actually partnering with the local church and empowering city pastors to provide for their congregations. It's an incredible way to serve our city.
And another thing that we're going to be doing is an organization or initiative called Say Yes has been given several scholarships to students who want to go to college in the city of Buffalo. But because of this pandemic, there's about 200 students who need computers to be able to continue this education. If they can't finish their education, they can't continue to receive these scholarships. And so through this initiative, we're going to try and raise money to be able to be put back into these students' lives in the form of computers.
So we're going to help feed people in the city. We're going to provide computers, thus education. But I want to highlight something that's been happening right here on our campus recently. We've served over 600 meals to different people.
Yes.
So far, first responders, hospital staff, people in need in our own community. Do you have a story you could share with us that would highlight some of the work you've been doing?
Yes, Paul. I've been at hospitals, I've been at grocery stores, and just blessing first responders and frontliners, and it's just been amazing. I do a lot of things around here, but feeding people, it's just really exciting for me. We had the final Hamburg police officer stop by to pick up the lunches, and not only did he pick up for himself, he also picked up for dispatch in the office. And you know, he was just standing there. He looked all kind of beat up, and we just started talking to him, asked him how you doing, and he's like, you know, it's tough out there, it's crazy, and he's been at work since 8 a.m. and it was after 2:00 p.m. and he said, this is the first thing I eat today. So we were really excited about it.
I love that story because you provided for all of the Hamburg police force, and that was the same day as you did the local EMS folks.
Correct.
And they all came over, picked up lunches as they're serving and on the front lines.
Even the village police.
So
Yes.
town, village, and EMS were all here, came
Correct,
and picked
yes.
up lunches that day.
Yes, and even the lunches that we drop off at the hospitals, they're night shift workers, and there's ambulance EMTs that come there and they serve them too with the lunches that we provide.
So through Be the Church, we are taking care of needs in incredible ways. And this is one way that giving to Be the Church will continue to support what
Yes.
Rosario's doing. And just like Trev said, we'll get to that in a minute, but you can be a part of that, and many of you have been asking how you can do that.
So one of the final things we're going to be doing is offering micro grants to churches, parachurch organizations, anybody that's doing ministry that maybe can't make it through this time because they don't have the technology or the ability to receive donations online. They can't do their tithing online. They can't do services online, and their ministry is in a standstill. And so we want to help provide for them through this drought of a season that they might find themselves in. And so these micro grants will be offered through this as well. And so, Paul, why don't you tell us sort of what we're looking to raise throughout this?
Yeah, and I just love the heart of our church.
Yeah.
That we're willing to feed people, we're willing to provide grants for churches and ministries. We're going into the city and trying to work along city pastors to make a difference in their congregations. So the button on the website, if you click on this button, it will allow you the opportunity to donate to what we're doing. We're trying to raise through this effort $35,000. $35,000 that will feed people, that will help ministries, that will go well beyond the walls of our church to touch our community. So I know many of you have been asking, how can I give above what I normally do to fund Be the Church? Well, this is the opportunity to do so. So all the information is on the screen of what you need to do, but you can go in there, click on that button. 100% of what you give goes outside of the walls of the church to bless others in our community. So thanks for considering doing that. And as we at Watermark continue to be the church, there's one more thing I would ask, that you continue to pray for us and the ministries we serve and the people we're serving, because as you know all too well, this is a hard time. And maybe we can't be together physically, but we can definitely be praying for one another. So please continue to pray for us, Be the Church, and all that happens, knowing that we're praying for you as well.